Hi guys, thanks for stopping by Shara Me with Books. My name is Ed Shara, and today I will be doing my June library book haul. Most of these are books that I had on my Goodreads want to read list, so I'll start with those. I have also finished a couple. I'll tell you which ones those are, but I'll save my thoughts for my monthly wrap up. So first we have Shooting Kabul by N.H. Zenzai. This is a young adult novel. It is about a young boy named Fadi whose sister goes missing in Afghanistan, and after some time passes, he wants to win a photography contest because the winner gets a trip to India, and he's hoping to get back to Afghanistan to see if he can locate his missing sister. So this one sounded interesting, and it was a little bit diverse, something that I haven't read before. So I'm hoping it's good, and it's based partly on true events, so that made it a little bit more intriguing. So I'm hoping it lives up to my expectations because I'm really interested in reading this and hopefully enjoying it. And then I have Spelled by Betsy Shao. I'm guessing that's how you say that. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. This is a Wizard of Oz retelling, so I'm hoping it's good because The Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies. In this one, Dorothy is Dorothea, and she is a princess in a city called Emerald, and she wishes on a cursed star, and instead of getting what she wants, her parents vanish to Kansas. So I thought that was a pretty interesting take on the whole Wizard of Oz storyline. So hopefully it is good and it's as wonderful as this pretty cover. The League of Beastly Dreadfuls by Holly Grant and Josie Portillo. This is one that I have already read. It centers around a girl named Anastasia whose parents die in a freak accident, and she has to go live with two great aunts that she doesn't know, and there she meets Ollie and Quentin, who are brothers, and she starts to recognize that things aren't exactly what they seem with the aunts, so they have to figure some things out, and as you can see on the cover, they have to plan an escape of some sorts. So yeah, yay. And this one's a middle grade, by the way. And then I have Arena by Holly Jennings. This is one that I've also read. It is a young adult, and it centers around a young girl named Callie. Well, she's not a young girl, she's in her 20s, but she is a virtual reality gamer, and it just centers around her and her friends competing in a rage tournament, which is kind of like the Super Bowl of virtual gaming in this particular book, and their ups and downs, and you know what they have to go through to try to win the championship trophy. Next I have one, I think I've seen this one a couple times here on BookTube, Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I like the Victorian era and books that have that theme, and this one seemed like it would blend fiction and nonfiction well together, so I picked it up at the library. It features around a young girl named Audrey who is secretly apprenticing in forensics, and somehow she gets caught up in the Jack the Ripper case. So fingers crossed that this is good, because I have high hopes for this one, and I was really excited that my library actually had it. Then I have The Cabinet of Earths by Ann Nesbitt. This is a middle grade, and it features around a young girl named Maya. Her and her brother go to Paris, and they start discovering that their family is magical, and this Cabinet of Earths wants Maya to be its keeper, and then her brother somehow ends up in danger, so she has to try to save her brother and figure out all the secrets of her family, and she does that with a friend named Valko. So this one, the cover is what interested me because it looks pretty cool. Hoping it's good. because this is another one that I was happy to see that my library had, because I really did want to read it. Then I have Say Goodbye for Now by Catherine Ryan Hyde. I've already read this one as well. This one centers around 4 people in 1959 Texas. 2 are black and 2 are white. And through a series of events surrounding a wolf dog, they sort of form a bond and become family. But obviously in 1959 Texas, that is not something that is accepted. So the 2 black characters, Calvin and Justin Bell, who are father and son, have to leave, and it follows all 4 characters on, you know, their journey over a series of years, hoping that their relationships will be accepted after the passing of some time. The next one that I have is the Chronicles of Egg, Dead Weather and Sunrise by Jeff Rodkey. I am currently reading this one, and this one is about a boy named Egg whose father and siblings go missing, and then shortly after that someone tries to kill him. So along with his friend Millicent, he has to try to figure out why all of a sudden people are trying to kill him. And so far it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. And then we have Joseph by Sheila P. Moses. Now this one attracted me for all the wrong reasons. The cover, I saw the cover, and this was in the young adult section, and I thought the cover was pretty bad, actually. So I was trying to figure out why this book that looked like a potentially middle grade book was in the young adult section. So that's what got me interested. And then I read the synopsis, and I figured, why not give it a try? I've never read this author before, and the story seems pretty interesting. It's about a boy named Joseph, and his mother is addicted to drugs and alcohol, and his father is in the army away fighting in Iraq, and he lives in, I guess he and his mother live in a homeless shelter. So he is not only trying to hide his mother's addiction, but I guess he's trying to hide perhaps the fact that he lives in a homeless shelter as well. And I was just curious to see how the author could get all that information into this very tiny book. So hopefully I will get to it and I will enjoy it, because even though it started bad, I'm hoping that it will finish well. And then we have Velocity by Chris Wooding. This was a total cover borrow. It was sitting on the shelf and I saw it and I'm like, ooh, I need that. It's about 2 friends who want to enter a 3-day race. And from the synopsis, the world seems to be maybe post-apocalyptic, because it mentioned bombed out cities. So they want to go on this 3-day race because if you win, you get fame and luxury, and they want that. And I guess for this world, that's a pretty big thing. So I'm interested to see, and I'm hoping that it is as good as this cover makes it seem, because this cover makes it seem like it is fabulous, and I am all about this. You got 2 tough chicks and a pretty cool looking ride, so I'm, again, fingers crossed that this one is good, because I have expectations. And the last one that I have is Sorrow's Knot by Erin Bow, or Erin Bow. It was one that I picked up because of the cover. I thought the cover was pretty cool. And I read the synopsis and it seemed okay. I am a little iffy because I feel like this could go either way. I'm probably either going to really love it or hate it. But it centers around a young girl named Otter, whose mother is a binder of the dead. Obviously they are Native American, so she's the binder in their village, and apparently Otter has the same sort of powers, and her mother's power begins to kind of turn on her, I guess, and so Otter, along with some friends, has to figure out how to save her mother and potentially save her village, because if you can see on the cover, there are these white hands, and apparently they are bad news in the world, even in the world of the dead. And if they touch you in the world of the living, you can go crazy. So they've got to save her mother and her village. So I'm hoping that this one is good. I'm a little on the fence with it. It got me with the pretty cover, but I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be something that I actually like. But hopefully I'll get to it. So that is it. That is my June library book haul. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these, if you liked them, if you didn't like them. No spoilers, please. And if you would like, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. I'd like to get to know some of you and interact a little bit more with the booktube community. I'll have all my links down in the description box below. And until next time, God bless and